Good morning, good evening, and good night, guys. Of course, it depends on where in the world you are. I'm Diego Gomez, and today, guys, we're gonna be talking about this immigration reform bill that was presented by the Democrats to the Congress of the United States. Yesterday, they on Thursday, they present this ambitious immigration bill reform support by the President of the United States, Joe Biden, which seeks to create a path of 8 years for the naturalization of 11 million undocumented immigrants. This initiative, this proposal, was presented by some Democratic legislators, as like Linda Sanchez, who is a legislator. She is of Mexican roots, and she presented in the House of Representatives of USA, and Bob Menendez, who is a senator of Cuban origin. And here with you, I have a video of the Senator Menendez talking about what he thinks of this immigration bill for 11 million undocumented immigrants. So let's hear to the Senator of Cuban origin, Bob Menendez.
We're here today because last November, 80 million Americans voted against Donald Trump and against everything he stood for. They voted to restore common sense, compassion, and competence in our government. And part of that mandate is fixing our immigration system, which is a cornerstone of Trump's hateful horror show. Now, I have worked on this issue for nearly 30 years. I've introduced my own legislation. I've teamed up with champions like the late Senator Kennedy in 2006. When I first came to the Senate, I was part of the Gang of Eight that in 2013 passed a bipartisan comprehensive immigration bill through the Senate with 68 votes. The reason we have not gotten immigration reform over the finish line is not because of a lack of will. It is because time and time again, we have compromised too much and capitulated too quickly to fringe voices who have refused to accept the humanity and contributions of immigrants to our country and dismiss everything, no matter how significant it is in terms of the national security, as amnesty.
So this is what the senator said in Thursday, and of course, I see that there's a lot of people connected. You can chat in the comment section and tell me what do you think about this immigration reform. Do you think that it's going to benefit a lot of immigrants? Do you think this is going to benefit to the United States government, to United States Congress? But the main objective of the project is to create a path for citizenship for approximately 11 million undocumented immigrants, provided they were in the United States before January 1st, 2021. This project offers an 8-year path citizenship for the majority of undocumented immigrants and a 3-year pathway for dreamers, for agricultural workers, and people who is in the temporary protect status, the TPS. First, people will be in a temporary state for 5 years inside the United States, and then another 3 years more until they obtain citizenship, which is equivalent to an 8-year trajectory for the undocumented immigrants, like 11 million undocumented immigrants that are in the United States. One of the groups benefiting from this initiative is the Dreamers kids, the Dreamers guys, young people who arrive in the United States irregularly with their parents as minors. Since they will be able to access to permanent residence, they could apply for this permanent residence in the United States. Let's remember that during the Barack Obama administration, this group of about 700,000 of young people, DACA kids, the majority of Latin America, were benefited by this protection status that his successor, Donald Trump, tried to cancel in a dispute that reached the Supreme Court. Also, if this proposal is approved, people who are in the temporary protected status, the TPS, which prevents the deportation of citizens from countries affected by natural disasters for armed conflicts, and agricultural workers in the United States will be able to access just as DACA kids, just as dreamers, they will be able to access to a permanent residence in USA. This was one of the main proposals that Joe Biden mentioned during his electoral campaign. He said that from day one, he will create a law to protect dreamers. And here I have one of the Joe Biden's answer during a debate with Donald Trump, where he said that he is going to create during his 100 first days in the United States administration, he's going to create a path for citizenship for about 11 million undocumented immigrants and a project to protect the dreamers, the DACA kids. So let's take a look to the Biden video.
So why should voters trust you with an immigration overhaul now?
Because we made a mistake. It took too long to get it right. It took too long to get it right. I'll be president of the United States, not vice president of the United States. And the fact is, I've made it very clear. Within 100 days, I'm going to send to the United States Congress a pathway to citizenship for over 11 million undocumented people. And all of those so-called dreamers, those DACA kids, they're going to be immediately certified again to be able to stay in this country and put on a path to citizenship. The idea that they are being sent home by this guy, and they want to do that, is they've gone to a country they've never seen before. I can imagine you're 5 years old, your parents are taking you across the Rio Grande River, and it's illegal. And you say, oh, no, Mom, leave me here. I'm not going to go with you. They've been here. Many of them are model citizens. Over 20,000 of them are first responders out there taking care of people during this crisis.
So this is what Biden says during some presidential debates with Donald Trump during his electoral campaign. And this immigration reform proposed by Biden and Kamala Harris will be the largest immigration reform since the one approved during the Ronald Reagan administration, which entailed an amnesty for 3 million undocumented immigrants in 1986. However, this proposal, of course, comes with strong Republican opposition that may force Democrats to accept some modifications in this proposal to gain approval to pass the plan or even pass the plan in smaller parts or projects on small parts and small projects in the Congress. So some Republicans that are against it can approve this immigration reform proposal. So this was all for today. I invite you to chat in the comment section. You can tell me what do you think about this proposal. Do you think it's going to be good for USA? It's going to be good for immigrants? Or they shouldn't approve this? You can tell me this in the comment section. And of course, I invite you to follow me in my social media that is down here below. Facebook, Diego Gomez TV, Twitter and Instagram at Diego Reportero, which means Diego Reporter, and YouTube, Diego Gomez TV. Subscribe, like, share this in all your social media, and I'm gonna see you in the next streaming. Goodbye.